Jalen Hurts just got paid. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Fly, Eagles fly. We're going to talk about the Jalen Hurts contract and tell you my thoughts, and also tell you what needs to happen next for the Baltimore Ravens and what happens and what this means for quarterback Lamar Jackson. You guys know the drill. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Sound off. What you think about the contract? What does this mean for Lamar Jackson? What do the Ravens need to do next? Hit that like button. Hit that bell. It's a Flex On podcast, your only place, giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. What is going on, Flex Zone family? Happy Monday. It's Flex Zone Mondays because you know we keep it mixy and we keep you in the mixture on the Flex Zone podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. You guys have heard the news by now. You've probably seen the short on the channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, hit that like button. Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the Jalen Hurts contract. What does this mean for Lamar Jackson? And hit that bell to know when new videos drop each and every day. And join us tonight for episode 390 of the Flex Zone podcast, as we will be live talking about this and so much more. But let's get to it. According to ESPN, the Philadelphia Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts, if you haven't heard by now, have reached an agreement on a 5-year, $255 million extension, which includes $179.304 million guaranteed, sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter on Monday. Right then and there, he gets a 5-year extension, $179.304 guaranteed, not more than the $230 million Deshaun Watson got guaranteed. Remember that. Hurts deal is the biggest contract in terms of annual salary, average annual value in NFL history. Deshaun Watson's $230 million contract, as I mentioned, signed with the Browns last year. Didn't beat it. Still the biggest in terms of guaranteed money. Hurts' extension includes a no-trade clause, first in Eagles history, source told Adam Schefter. Don't forget the Eagles did pay Carson Wentz as well. So Howie Roseman and that crew does not have a problem paying their quarterback. Now, if you look at the numbers here, Jalen Hurts, average annual salary per year, he's now the highest with $51 million. Aaron Rodgers with $50.3, Russell Wilson with $49 million. Guaranteed-wise, Watson, $230 million guaranteed. Kyler Murray, $189.5 million guaranteed, and Jalen Hurts, $179.3 guaranteed. So Hurts, and I relate this to Lamar Jackson, Lamar could be a $50 million a year, $51 million a year annual salary quarterback. And Hurts is third in guaranteed money at $179.3. Now, does Hurts deserve more guaranteed possibly than Kyler Murray? No doubt about it, especially after last season being an MVP, taking his team to the Super Bowl, and it seems his best work is still ahead of him. But Jalen Hurts, he's getting his bag up front, and he's going to get what he deserves. I believe if you look at the numbers here, according to Ian Rappaport, $110 million fully guaranteed at signing, third most ever, and 160, and it goes up to 126.5 fully guaranteed before year 2, which is the second most. He gets a raise this year, including a $23.294 million signing bonus, and now he is signed through 2028, a deal that keeps the Philly team intact. His agent, big shout out to Nicole Lynn of Clutch Sports with Rich Paul, LeBron James in the gang. She is an NFL agent certified by the NFLPA. She represents Jalen Hurts, a black queen, dripping that black girl magic all over the NFL. She even put out a tweet saying, back up the Brinks truck. So big shout out to Nicole Lynn here on the Flex Zone podcast, because this woman, first of all, is showing that black girl magic. She did a fantastic job with Jalen Hurts. And we're going to drop some bombs for Agent Nicole Lynn getting that bag for Jalen Hurts. We're going to celebrate her. We're going to show her love. And, hey, let me know your thoughts in the comments on Agent Nicole Lynn. And she is great at her job with Clutch Sports, so you know she's bringing her A game each and every day with the NFL representation that she brings. Now, also, if you go back to the ESPN report, Hurts only 24, so he can get a second bite of the apple before age 30. MVP candidate last year, threw for 3,700 yards, 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, rushed for 176 yards, and 13 touchdowns, most rushing touchdowns, I believe, by a quarterback in NFL history. He showed growth as a passer. his second season as a full-time starter. I wasn't the biggest believer in Jalen Hurts. He made a believer out of me. He went from 19th to 4th in QBR from 54 to 66. 26th he was last year to 11th in completion percentage at 66.5. And then he dropped his average time per throw from 3.12, which was the second slowest, to 2.76, which was 16th. And he had a great performance in the Super Bowl, 374 total yards, most yards by a quarterback, total yards, rushing yards, I believe, in the Super Bowl history, 4 touchdowns, with one that costly fumble, though, did them in, as I mentioned when I watched the game and we did the post game. 38-35 loss to the Chiefs. 43 total touchdowns on the year, surpassed McNabb for most in Eagles history. And he's doing a great job. He was a second-round pick in 2020, and he's been 23-11 as a starter and 14-1 last season. But he did miss 2 games with the right shoulder strain. So he wasn't 100% going into this playoffs, and he played. He played for his guys. Yes, they got weapons around him. Yes, he has the pieces around him, but he performed. He was able to throw consistently, accurately from the pocket, outside the numbers, the deep ball. And I think he showed his growth as a passer. I mentioned reducing his amount of time to release the football, his deep ball accuracy, his overall completion percentage, his total QBR, his ability to get in the red zone and convert those opportunities into touchdowns with his arm, with his leg. And you saw in the Super Bowl, when you make him beat you with his arm, he's capable. He made some spectacular throws inside of tight windows, threw guys open, and made some plays that made me say, wow, made me even more of a believer. And right now, if you're starting a team, yes, Lamar is the unanimous MVP. Yes, Lamar was very, very good the first month of the season this past year. But Jalen Hurts, right now, you would have to give him the edge over Lamar Jackson. He has the better playoff resume. He's taken his team to a Super Bowl. He's put up the numbers throwing the football that you want to see from Lamar, as well as being able to still keep his ground game going. He is a capable guy, and I think you have to give him credit. Howie Roseman does a good job. Nick Sirianni, he's made a believer out of me. I wasn't big on that hiring. What does this mean for Lamar Jackson? Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson sitting here has to be wondering, okay, I do deserve probably – I'm going to have to get an agent. I'm going to have to get an agent. I'm going to have to get some correct representation because this ain't happening. Now, is he going to get one? No. And I wanted to bring something up that Sarah Ellison put up on Twitter as far as the side-by-side comparison for Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, because I do think Lamar, and I think even some rumors came out today. There was a tweet that, let me get the exact tweet, that according to Ian Rappaport on the Pat McAfee show, the Ravens have offered quarterback Lamar Jackson deal that includes $200 million guaranteed per rap sheet in the Pat McAfee show. So I think this is not news. We know the Ravens have offered Lamar Jackson a variety of contracts, in my opinion. The 3 for 133, the longer 4 or 5 year deals, which could probably equal out to the $200 million in guaranteed, which was, I believe, 175 with the potential to get up to 200 if he meets incentives and stays healthy. And I think that's a very good contract. The guy could still get a second bite of the apple in 3 or 4 years while he's still under 30 and get even more money, because the salary cap is about to blow up like the New York Stock Exchange, because it's going to rise exponentially. And looking at this tweet, I want to bring this up. You look at let me see here. Hope you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yep, here it is. You see here, side-by-side comparison of Jalen Hurts deal with the Eagles and the Ravens offer to Lamar Jackson. Remember last September before the Jets game, week 1, where he said after that he wasn't talking about contract anymore. Total value, Jalen Hurts, $255 million. Lamar Jackson, $250 million. I don't see a problem with that so far. Fully guaranteed at signing. Lamar Jackson would have got $133 million. Jalen Hurts would have got $110 million. Wow. Total guaranteed. Jalen Hurts, we know the $179.3 million. Lamar would have gotten $200 million total guaranteed. So the fully guaranteed and the total guaranteed is different. The fully guaranteed, that's just money coming straight to you. The total guaranteed is plus incentives, plus the extras on the contract of Lamar playing a certain amount of games, Lamar being in playing for the Ravens in the playoffs, not missing in December, those types of things. So 179.3 for Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, $200 million. So if Lamar Jackson did turn down $200 million that he was going to get totally and would have got 133 straight up front, I don't think Lamar Jackson's being very wise right now. Lamar is screwing Lamar, And Lamar has to learn that this is probably the best deal you're going to get. But what I'm starting to feel like, when I'm starting to realize as we're approaching the draft, is that I don't think the Ravens are going to trade him. First of all, whoever's going to trade for him would want to have a legit deal in place. There have been no confirmations of anybody contacting Lamar. We heard of teams in the NFLPA saying, don't listen to Ken Francis because he's not certified, and Lamar's posting home gym stuff. But to my point, you're going to want to have a deal in place because you're going to go through the same thing the Ravens are. You're going to have to sign him to a deal. You're going to have to negotiate with him and get him to accept maybe not fully guaranteed contract. Plus, Joe Burrow's waiting in the wings. Justin Herbert's waiting in the wings. I mean, right now, I would take Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert. And with the playoff success, Herbert doesn't deserve more than what Jalen Hurts got, $179 million guaranteed. But does Herbert take $170 guaranteed, $175 guaranteed, and $200+ million contract? I could see that from the Chargers, getting him locked down before the season. And Joe Burrow, last but not least, best for last. He's better than Jalen Hurts. He's done amazing things with no offensive line. It's like I've been blocking up there for him. The guy has made chicken salad out of chicken poop. He's been spectacular. He's got the swagger. He's got it all. Right outside of Mahomes, I think the second best quarterback in the league. So you know he's going to probably get $250, $260 million contract, probably 190, 195 guaranteed to surpass Kyler Murray and probably be second highest guaranteed behind Deshaun Watson, and probably maybe 54 to 55 million a year average annual salary to be number one. Probably 55. If Jalen Hurts is getting 51, I can see Burrow going for 55. Worst case, they negotiate to 54, and Burrow gets 195 guaranteed to surpass Kyler Murray, 195 to be the second highest guaranteed in total value for contract. These guys deserve it. And Lamar to possibly turn down, I think Eric DeCosta throwing potentially that $200 million potential contract and him not taking it and still being able to cash in, I just don't think that's very, very wise. And I think Jalen Hurts is smart. And patience is on the Ravens side, as I've always said. The longer they wait, when they see Jalen Hurts get signed, not fully guaranteed. You see Justin Herbert get signed eventually, not fully guaranteed. And Joe Burrow, the best out of all of them, not getting fully guaranteed. I pose this question to you in the comments. If Joe Burrow was in a situation as Lamar Jackson and they put the non-exclusive tag on him, the Bengals, how many teams would be lining up to give up 2 first-round picks and pay him $200+ million to be their quarterback? It'd be a plethora of teams lined up to compete for Joe Burrow's services and give up those 2 first-round picks like it's nothing. Like they're just giving him away for free to sign him to a long-term deal because he's that good. Let me know. Sound off in the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. What does this mean for Lamar Jackson? Do the Ravens, should they give him that, 5 years, 250, 200 guaranteed? I'm cool with that. I said 5 years, 250 guaranteed. Lamar would still be in his early 30s, and you put the no trade clause in there to make him feel good. He gets his $50 million a year. He's right under Jalen Hurts in annual. He shouldn't be making more than Jalen Hurts annual right now because Jalen Hurts is better and has done more. What have you done for me lately, like Janet Jackson says? But I'm sliding 250, $50 million a year. If you don't want that, what's 3 for 150? So what would that be? 50 a year? You want a short term, fully guaranteed, 3 for 150? Give it to you all up front at signing. You come in it. You got to play every game. You got to meet certain requirements we have of you. Come here for training camp, work with Tom. I can work with Odell. I can work with some of your receivers. I think so. But let me know your thoughts on Jalen Hurts signing $255 million extension, 179.304 guaranteed. Are you thinking that Lamar Jackson deserves more? Does he deserve less? Should he just take that $200 million that the Ravens are going to possibly offer him and roll with it? That 3 for 133. Should he just say, hey, I'll take 3 for 150? I'm sure the Ravens wouldn't mind giving up another 25, 30 million if it means getting Lamar locked down. I really think they would give him 3 for 150. But if the report is he was going to get 175 with the potential of 200 and he turned that down, I don't know what to tell you, Lamar. You gotta negotiate. You can't demand nothing. You have to play ball. And Lamar, the agent, isn't trying to play ball. We want Lamar, the quarterback, the player back, the leader of men, the MVP candidate, guy who was on fire the first month of the season that we know can lead this team to new heights that they want to get to, which is Super Bowl, bringing a Lombardi to Baltimore. Let me know. I'm happy for Jalen Hurts, happy for his agent, Nicole Lynn, and the Clutch Sports crew. breaking barriers, dripping that black girl magic, putting things on the mat, breaking barriers, setting records, backing up Brinks trucks. Jalen Hurts, $255 million contract. Who gets paid next? Herbert, probably in my opinion, and Burrow maybe right before the season. I think Herbert could get paid after the draft, and we could see Burrow right before maybe the season, like a Josh Allen situation, maybe hitting the training camp around that time when we're in training camp. Shout out in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on Lamar Jackson. What does this mean for him? What contract should the Ravens give him, or which one should he take? Because I feel like the Ravens will try to give all of them. Your thoughts on the Jalen Hurts signing? Fly, Eagles fly. Ravens fly. Only place giving you sports how you want to win. You need a Clutch on podcast. So our favorite host. Let me know what you want to see next. Comments are appreciated. Feedback's appreciated. We'll be here. Draft profiles coming soon. More Ravens content, more NFL content. And tonight we'll be live for the Flex Zone, episode 390. We're almost at 400 episodes. Big show tonight. We'll be talking about this so much more NBA playoffs. Send off in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tonight for episode 390 of the Flex Zone Podcast. Peace.